The doctor said to me, "What makes you think you have ADHD?" I says, "Well, doc, I don't know. A bunch of people says I should get tested, so here I am getting tested. I don't think I got it, though, if I'm honest." Oh my gosh, I love this stained glass window. This reminds me of the stained glass window I saw in church the other day, except there was Adam and Eve. The priest was talking about it, and he said that they ate the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge, and once they ate the forbidden fruit, bad stuff started to happen. Now, I'm not really sure what the bad stuff was. I was getting yelled at for bringing a beer in, which I thought was ridiculous. I'm sitting there in the pew, the usher comes up, he says, "You can't have that beer in here." I says, "I'm holding on to it for the groom. It's not even open." He says, "It is too open." I says, "Yeah, it's open a little bit, but why are you getting mad at me? Look at all these people on their phones." And the usher says, "They're following along in their online Bible." I says, "No, they're not. I know that trick. I do it every time the Packers are playing." But then, Doc, I started thinking about these phones, and I started thinking about artificial intelligence. And do you know, right now, these billionaire tech bros are becoming trillionaire tech bros because they stole our data to train AI to take our jobs. I'm serious. Have you seen Elon Musk's Optimus robots? You know, the one that Kim Kardashian was hooling to? He says in a few years, there's going to be more robots than people, and they're going to take all of our jobs, and we're going to have to survive off of universal basic income. Has he not seen iRobot? This is the stuff Will Smith warned us about. And it's not just that, Doc. The U.S. military is training these AI robots in war. Have they not seen the Terminator? And also the Chinese military's got these AI robot dogs with AK-47s on their back. Have they not seen Paw Patrol? What is going on here? Do you mind if I pace? It helps me spiral. So listen. I'm not saying that artificial intelligence is all bad. No, I think it can do a lot of good. It can make a lot of medical advances. It can help us fight climate change. But right now, these tech giants are racing to superintelligence. And they have all admitted that superintelligence could kill the entire human race if they're not being safe about it. So are they being safe about it? Well, Doc, let me put it to you like this. You've been ice fishing, right? Now, we all got the buddy that likes to take his truck out onto the ice. Is that safe? Well, let's just say if I'm in that truck, I'm rolling the windows down, okay? And I'm also not putting my seatbelt on, because out on the road, it's click it or ticket. But out on the ice, it's click it and casket. I'm getting to my point, okay? What I'm telling you is that these tech bros are driving a freaking semi out onto the ice, and they got all of us ratchet strapped to the bed. They are spending all their money making it stronger, not safer, because they're racing to superintelligence, because the first one there gets to become a trillionaire because the AI takes all of our jobs. That's right, I'm telling you, we are risking human civilization so a bunch of CEOs don't need to pay workmen's compensation. It makes absolutely no sense. By the way, is that ink splotch supposed to be a butterfly or a vagina? Because right here, I'm seeing butterfly, but up here, it's looking a little frisky now. Anyways, Doc, I know what you're thinking. There must be some kind of regulation on artificial intelligence. No, there is more regulation on a bratwurst than the entire artificial intelligence industry. Why? Because these billionaire tech bros are bribing Congress. Oh, I didn't mean to say bribing. Phones are listening. They're lobbying Congress. Doesn't that make you mad? This isn't we the people, it's they the billionaires. And I know what you're thinking, why don't they care? Well, they all got doomsday bunkers, and none of us got that. Best I got is a basement, and I don't even know if that works in a tornado yet. You're mad. You're mad, aren't you? I'm mad too. Hey, you know what? We don't have to be mad. Let's call our congressman. We can make our voice be heard. We can tell them that we need an international treaty for AI safety. We will not let our families get hurt. No, we will make our voices heard. Let's do it together. We will not be distracted. Actually, first, check out this video in my feed. Isn't that cool? God, squirrels, they do the darndest things. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. He's trying to climb up the feeder and they put oil on the feeder. He's not gonna get up, the fat bastard. Oh, look at him. Oh, God, no, I know that AI controls these algorithms on our feeds and whatnot, but I'm not afraid of that AI because it just makes me so happy and forget about everything else in life. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. I don't know, Doc. Sometimes, do you feel like we're in the Garden of Eden all over again? And maybe we've already eaten the forbidden fruit? Doc. Is that why there's an apple on the back of this damn thing? And it's got a bite taken out. Jeez Louise. Oh, my God. And before I could even finish answering his question, he handed me a prescription for legal meth. It was crazy. But to keep my sanity, I ended up doing stand-up at night. And I developed this character who, instead of taking all the things that people said I was doing wrong in local news and fixing them, which I did, and I still got fired, I took all the things people said I was doing wrong and I doubled down on them. And that is where the Man to Walk Minute character came from. Thank you. But it wasn't called the Man to Walk Minute yet. That happened when I was doing a bringer show at the Comedy Store in LA. And a bringer show is where you bring all these comedians together who can't sell tickets, and they're like, invite your friends. And I not only invited my friends, I bought tickets and I gave them away to my friends. And they still didn't show up. But all the other comedians had friends that loved them, and they showed up. And I said to this packed house at the Comedy Store in LA, I said, is anyone from the Midwest? And a bunch of people raised their hands. And then I said, is anyone from Wisconsin? And one guy had his hand up. I says, where are you from, sir? He goes, I'm from Manitowoc. Okay, how do you like LA? He goes, honestly, the old-fashioned suck eggs. You are from Manitowoc, sir. And that was the guy I named the Man to Walk Minute after. Speaking of the Man to Walk Minute, welcome to the Man to Walk Minute, the most trusted news show in all of the Midwest. This week's episode is sponsored by the Valparaiso Vasectomy Clinic over there in Indiana. They got a special going right now. Get one side done, the other side's a freebie. In office, no scalpel. No. They're just using the hacksaw they borrowed from Carl's truck and trailer repair. This week's episode is also brought to you by the Keg and Kettle Bar and Grill. If anyone found a tooth at the Keg and Kettle tonight between midnight and closing, please message or call the bar. Now, I don't want to get political here, but this is why you always wear your mask to a bar. That way your chiclets will never fall far from your beer hole. Okie dokes, let's get these headlines done real quick once. Hudson Mayor suggests ice fishing could lead to prostitution. Some of you are skeptical, but no, I got video evidence of this.
Additionally, if you open this up to ice fishing, while on the surface it sounds good,
sure do.
Then what happens next year? Does someone come back and say, I want an ice shanty?
Oh, yeah.
On Hudson Springs Park for X amount of time?
Yeah.
And if you then allow ice fishing with shanties,
catch more fish.
Then that leads to another problem.
Walleye depletion.
Prostitution.
Huh?
Now you've got the police chief and the police department involved.
Guy, what kind of bait are you using?
Just data points to consider.
Yeah, no.
But there's been a development in the story, ladies and gentlemen. Ohio mayor quits after going viral for saying ice fishing leads to prostitution. He's done so. In other mayor news, Hartford mayor faces opposition after fumbling gun at meeting.
Mayor Tim Mahalik handgun slips from his pants with a thud. The gun is seen dropping here in slow motion and highlighted before Mahalik quickly picks it up.
Always dropping things.
Whoa. Always dropping things? I'm sorry, but that is what you say after you drop your iPhone 11, not your Smith & Wesson, okay? Now, somehow, he won re-election. This guy don't know how to conceal or carry, but he won re-election. And this wasn't the first time he fumbled his gun either. That video came to light after he fumbled it again inside a sheriff's department or something like that. I'm like, geez Louise, where did you get your concealed carry? The Chicago Bears? What's going on? Oh, yeah. Do I got any Bears fans in the audience right there? You know, I know. Oh, don't boo them. Don't boo them. Your losses are our joy, and I thank you for being here tonight. I do. Let's keep her moving. South Milwaukee home sold with 4 toilets right next to each other. That's called a number 2x4. Where's the beef? Cow spotted at McDonald's drive-thru. This guy then took his aquarium to a fish fry. Kohl's says it's no longer a department store. Now, folks, this is actually very problematic for me. I didn't read the article. I don't know the details, but this is not good because for the past 10 years, when a bunch of you have been investing in Bitcoin, I myself have been doubling down on a different currency, Kohl's Cash, and I am very concerned about my investment portfolio. Let's keep her moving. Police respond to Marshfield woman acting like a deer. What was she doing? She was running out into traffic just looking at Corollas. Speaking of deer, Walmart employee tackles deer. Now, if you want to get a job at a Walmart anywhere other than the Midwest, it's a pretty simple and standard application process. They want to know, are you a people person? Are you good at counting money? You get your ass over to Baraboo, all they want to know is, hey, when was the last time you mounted a doe? Let's see the 4-point stance. Frank, we got to keep her. I tell you that right now. Jeez Louise, Tiff, you're hired. Let's keep her moving. Other deer news. Herd up. Oshkosh bar damaged after herd of deer scatters on patio, crashes through window, but at least the happy hour's a buck off, you know? Let's keep her moving. Wisconsin Dairy breaks own record for longest string cheese. And if you think that's impressive, the next week they broke the record for longest time without a bowel movement. Let's keep her moving. Arcadia, raccoon is in the middle of the road. It appears he has been hit. Caller gave the raccoon a cheese curd and is on the shoulder of the road with the animal. Sometimes we get so Midwest nice, we also get rabies. And that's just the way it goes, folks. So let's keep her moving. Oh, this is a doozy. Berens County Sheriff's Department. Everyone notice the date, October 23rd. The ice is not ready yet. And before you ask, yes, alcohol was a factor. Speaking of alcohol, Budweiser declares itself the official beer of up north. 2 words to that. Yeah, no. Let's keep her moving. Big Jake, the world's tallest horse, dies in Wisconsin. Oh, and I can tell by that response, you're not going to like this next joke, but if you want to visit Big Jake's memorial, all you got to do is go to the glue aisle at your nearest Fleet Farm. Told you wouldn't like it. Let's keep her moving. Wild turkey flies through UW Eau Claire window. Now, this is the first time in recorded history a wild turkey has flown into a UW Eau Claire window. Usually them suckers is flying out and that bottle is empty. And it is time now for the Craigslist kicker. This is where I find the most amazing things in all the Midwest, listed on Craigslist, ready to be scooped up, and today is no exception. We got a Packers Davenport, $50, Green Bay, best seats in the house, smells like beers, hence the price, no low balls. Well, folks, I hope this was the best minute of your life. As always, go Packers, and God bless you all. Now, I did my first Man to Walk minute back in 2017, and I did it not expecting to do a second one. But all of you liked it, and you shared it, and there were so many good views on it. I was like, well, geez, Louise, I got to do another. And I want to thank all of you for being the reason I'm up here today. So thank you all so much. Thank you so much. And I also want to give a special thanks to the great city of Manitowoc, Wisconsin, because without their support, I would not have this at all. I'm not from Manitowoc, but they've embraced it, and they've embraced me, and I love them so much. And I don't know why they embraced it, you know, the way they did. I think it might have something to do with, like, in 2016, when you Googled Manitowoc, the only thing that popped up was making a murderer, and that's not fair to that great city. And I think the city collectively was like, God, please send us a hero. And then there was me. Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Manitowoc Minute. And Manitowoc was like, God, you've got a cruel sense of humor, but we'll take it. Okay. And since then, I've been trying to spread the wisdom of the Midwest throughout the land. And that, yes, there's so much wisdom here. And that wisdom ends with the Midwest goodbye. How many of you have experienced the Midwest goodbye? Show of hands. Keep those hands up if you've experienced the Midwest goodbye lasting more than 4 hours. I call my dad and I says, hey, dear Dad, what's going on? He's like, I need your help. I was like, what do you mean you need my help? He's like, I need you to come meet me over at the Fleet Farm. I says, oh, the Fleet Farm. His dad, so he says, yeah, the Fleet Farm. I says, the Fleet Farm, Father? He says, yeah, the Fleet Farm. He says, the Fleet Farm, Father. He says, yeah, the Fleet Farm. Why are you being so weird? I said, no, I'll meet you at the Fleet Farm. So I get in my car, I drive over to the Fleet Farm, and I'm standing there outside the Fleet Farm. Now, where's Dad's car? Dad? Father? Daddy? And I call him. I says, Dad, guess what? I'm at the Fleet Farm. Where are you? He says, the Fleet Farm? You dumb son of a gun. I'm not at the Fleet Farm. I'm at the Farm and Fleet. And I'm like, no. I knew you were talking about the Farm and Fleet. That's why I called you 3 times. I got me, and I did. But then, you know what? I can't. I can't because my dad didn't do this. They did it. Mills and Blaines. They did. Now I tried to figure out, I tried to get to the bottom of the story of why this happened. Some people says they were cousins, others says they were lovers, others says... I didn't do much research, I'll be honest with you, because I knew the real story, okay? And the real story is this. You've been to high school, right? None of you, perfect. Okay, well, in high school you sit there, okay, and you've got your homework done. And then inevitably, your buddy comes walking in and he goes, oh, criminy. Was Dad due today? And you're sitting there like, yeah, she was due today. And then he's like, oh, can I copy? And then you're like, well, sure, you can copy, but just try and change up the words.
Dad, you are clapping way too much for Dad, okay? I feel like you've changed up some words in your day, all right? It's your birthday. What's your name? Brayden. Brayden. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear guy. Happy birthday, dear Brayden. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. How old are you? Wonderful. And I made all these drinking references today. Perfect. Fantastic. Forget I said any of those things. Time for me to clean up the act. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, just so we're all on the same page, this is the Farm and Fleet, this is the Fleet Farm, this is the artist formerly known as Fleet Farm, okay? So, but I'm wondering, this doesn't work with any other business, right? Like, if you did the Fleet Farm, Farm and Fleet effect on any other thing, it wouldn't work. Okay, take the Piggly Wiggly, for example. We all love the Piggly Wiggly. The Piggly Wiggly's our favorite grocery store. Piggly Wiggly. Absolutely, okay, but if you did a Farm and Fleet Farm effect on the Piggly Wiggly, well, then you get not the Piggly Wiggly, you get the Wiggly and Piggly, and I am sorry, Dad is not a grocery store, that's an adult superstore effect. And it's not just that. What about Bert and Ernie? I love Bert and Ernie. I watch Bert and Ernie take a bath all day long. Robert Ducky, you're the one. You're got. I'll do this all day long. But I'm not about to watch Ernie Bert take a bath. You know what I mean? Yeah, damn duckies wish they were rubber. What if you did the Farm and Fleet Farm effect on like liquor? You got the J&B whiskey and then. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving.